Hey, what's going on, everybody? You guys know it's Jason Matters with Winning Bets as always. Thanks for hanging out with me here on Friday afternoon. As I wanted to jump on here with you guys on YouTube Live, we'll preview Premier League Matchweek 28, talk about all the games, get a list of bets you want to do, and finally lock in on some decisions on some bets in those games in those leagues. And of course, we'll also talk about the Bayern game, the Dortmund game in the Bundesliga, other action, Serie A. I know Real Madrid's taking on Leauge there in La Liga, so we'll also talk about that game, see if we can't get some bets in. But we'll focus on the Premier League, and then we'll just roll on through it. As told you guys earlier on the Daily Show, we would be sitting here watching Newcastle versus Aston Villa, but NBC Sports wanted to go ahead and put that on the Peacock channel, so we're all actually watching that game here on the tablet, as need the computer to do the research and go through the games and go through the bets. But we do have it here on Flash Score. I love Flash Score. I always speak highly of Flash Score, so that's how we'll follow along in the game. Do the commentary, roll here through the Premier League, and go ahead and get some bets in, guys. Premier League Match Week 28. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's pull them up. I know the first one is already up. It's Leeds, Chelsea. I already saw that, so let's... Pretty sure Chelsea is winning that game. I mean, they've been just unbelievable, and they've been unbelievable. So it just really will come down to, do I think actually Leeds will score a goal? And I think everybody thinks Leeds normally scores goals, but is that really the case? They have that mantra. I mean, they didn't get any against West Ham. We predicted that. I predicted West Ham to win 3-0. West Ham won 2-0. I mean, I know people can say Leeds, had 2 goals, but, fact is they got overturned by, referee decisions, and those are things that happen in modern soccer. So they didn't score against West Ham. They didn't score against Aston Villa. They got 3 against Southampton, but everybody seems to, be beating up on Southampton. They didn't score against Wolves. So maybe Leeds is drying up, and when you're drying up to score goals, you don't want to be facing a Chelsea team if you're, struggling to put the ball in the back of the net. Chelsea's not giving them up. Impressive 2-0 over the weekend there against Everton, just real impressive there. They didn't let Liverpool score. Manchester United didn't score. So I'm thinking this is definitely, a Chelsea win. I'm wondering if it's like something on the double chance and over and parlaying it, or maybe let's pull out some odds. This certainly feels Chelsea win. It really just comes down to, maybe do you parlay it with the the over. Let's see. So Chelsea money line is minus 137. So that's minus 137. So you could bet that alone, but man, that's just tough. Betting at those odds, minus 137. That's tough. Let's see. FanDuel's got it at minus 140. So I'll go back to DraftKings. So let's see. The double chance. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to. It's minus 480 on the double chance. And then you can parlay that with like under 4.5 or over 1.5. Doesn't get it enough if you do that. Yeah, it only gets you into 200s. You can't do Chelsea on the double chance. It's just fine. They're going to win the game. It's just a matter of what you parlay the money line with. They're winning the game. They're winning the game. Chelsea's winning the game. And then, so with over 1.5 comes in at plus 104. And under 4.5 comes in at plus 106. Let me write that down. Chelsea over 1.5 is plus 104, and Chelsea under 4.5 is plus 106. Man, Chelsea looked impressive against Everton. I had that game, and I had under 2.5 in that game, got a cash, but I was nervous watching that game. I mean, Chelsea looks like they can score, and Everton or Leeds is like really, really leaky. So I think the more likely is they get over 1.5 rather than maybe capping Chelsea at 3, because then what if Leeds does actually get 1 goal? I mean, Leeds could get a goal. I don't believe they will. I don't. What is Chelsea all right, let's see what Chelsea to win to 0 is. That could be, if that's a big value. To win in a shutout. Chelsea's plus 210. Holy cow. Chelsea's plus 210 to win in a shootout. There's, clean sheet. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? Appreciate you. How's your Friday going? It's all going good here, man. Previewing the Premier League, getting bets in, watching soccer. We got 5 minutes of gone in Newcastle Villa. This is still 0-0. You guys remember I told you I would have bet under 2.5, but minus 167 juice. I wasn't paying that, but 0-0 after 4 minutes. All right, so I'm going to also write that down. Chelsea win to 0. I mean, I hate those bets. So you're just sweating. You're just sweating your ass off. The entire match. That's all you're doing. All right, so those are the bets in consideration right now for that game. I mean, I'm not really considering a Leeds draw. I don't see them getting a draw, so you can't make the double chance work. Obviously, you could do draw no bet and an over maybe. Do they allow that? No, you can't parlay anything with draw no bet. So that's how we'll kind of look at Chelsea at Leeds for now. We'll kind of leave it like that. Nothing's been bought. What I'm going to do is go through these games like I normally do, write them all down, and then just bet the ones I really like, comparatively up against them. And if that ends up being 6 bets or if that ends up being 2 bets. But so far, I'm betting that game. I'm betting Chelsea. Chelsea's winning that game. I'm just trying to decide right now what's better, parlaying it with over 1.5 or under 4.5. They seem like they're still kicking ass defensively and really starting to turn it up offensively. So, all right, next game is Palace West Brom. Shit, what a shitty game that's gonna be. That's such a bad game. 2 just terrible clubs. 2 terrible clubs. West Brom still giving up the most goals in the league. I mean, they beat Brighton recently. They only lost to Everton 1-0. I remember watching that game because I bet on Everton. 0-0 against Newcastle. I mean, Palace they just suck. They got a late goal against Manchester United in the first half. Why I didn't cash a bet. Otherwise, they haven't scored a goal in forever, like 3 games. So, I mean, let me look at under 2.5 in that game. Let's see what under 2.5 in that game is. Yeah, minus 177. Yeah, way too much juice because definitely under 2.5 is going to cash in that game. There's going to be no goals, no action. That is going to be a terrible game. So I'll go ahead and skip that one because what I would bet, and the only thing that makes sense is because who the hell knows who knows who's going to win, and also both teams will score. Yeah, maybe it does happen, or maybe one team, or it could be 0-0. I mean, that's just a shitty game. It's a shitty game. So because under 2.5 is way juiced up, we'll just roll on to the next one. That's a shame. Could have made that one work. All right, next one here, or would have liked that to hit. I would have liked to have been able to buy that under 2.5. Can't do it. All right, so the next game here is, hey, what's going on? Or let's take a break here. Look at the comments. We got Man United chiming in. How's it going? Same, man. So just like I told Ryan, just hanging, talking Premier League, loving it. Watching Newcastle Villa here on the tablet. So it's a good day in Chicago. Probably about 40 degrees out there. So, yeah, hopefully it's going good there for you, Man United. But all right, so we got Everton, Burnley. Everton, Burnley. Wow. I wonder if you can get like Burnley and plus something. You can get Burnley plus what's good value? Oh, +1 is minus 205, so you can't do Burnley +1. Thought maybe because it was Everton, they'd have that a little bit better. So, yeah, I mean, it's no guarantee Everton's going to win. I mean, Burnley is... what is under 2.5 in that game? Minus 150. Yeah, I mean, you're seeing a lot of unders cashing, and they're pricing the juice up so high. And that's at the threshold right there. And I like it, but, jeez, Louise. They couldn't have it. I mean, they got it set priced high because, A, it'll cash, but it'll deter bet. Minus 142 at FanDuel. I mean, that's better. Otherwise, I don't know how you gauge Everton Burnley. I mean, are both teams going to score? You just can't say that with the Burnley team that both teams are going to score. Everton, I mean, you assume, but I mean, Burnley, that's how tough Burnley is. And they're going to be clawing. They're starting to, they're getting nervous. Fulham's about to pass them with a 2-weekend result. Newcastle's about to pass them. I think Burnley's out to get a point. Newcastle, 1 weekend Newcastle can jump them, and Brighton and Fulham are right there for it. They need a point. Doesn't mean they're going to get a point, but just in terms of how they're going to come out tactically. They're going to come out tactically on the road to get a point. That's why under 2.5 I would bet. Maybe I'll bet under 1.5. It's plus 200. That's how Burnley's out to get a point. On the road against Everton, they're just going to defend. That's how it's going to go. Then they could get one scrappy goal. That's why under 2.5 is good in case it's a 1-0 game or a 1-1. That's why just under 2.5 would be the best bet. Under 1.5, I do believe in under 1.5 could definitely hit. Burnley is gonna be out to get a point on the road. So let's write that one down. It's plus 200, so that's just incredibly good value. Under 1.5, I think I said plus 200. Let me check that up. That's incredible. Yeah, plus 200. That game's it's going to end one of the two ways. It's going to end 0-0, 1-0, 1-0, or 1-1. I don't see either one of those teams scoring 2 goals. Burnley doesn't have enough. They're lucky to get 1 goal. Hell, they need a Arsenal player to smash it off their side to get a goal. They're just not. They're not scoring. They're not scoring. So, yeah. It's likely to go 0-0, 1-1, or 0-0, 1-0, 1-0, or 1-1. I'm going to come back to the under 1.5 at plus 200. That could be a legitimate, outstanding bet. That could be a good one. Let me look at shots on target real quick, because you don't know which one of those two. Yeah, that's how that game could go. Wow. Let's look at shots on target real quick. They've got total of 8. The under is minus 134. Yeah, I'd rather just say that there's going to be 1 goal. Minus 134 at plus 200. Just give me the chance that there's only going to be 1 goal as opposed to... I don't think there will be 8 shots on target, though. I would take that under, but not comparing it. All right, well, that's the game, that's the bet. Because... you could take the double chance, but either one of those teams squeaks out an annoying 1-0 win, and you're kicking yourself in the ass if you're on Everton or tie double chance, or if you're on Burnley or tie, double chance. Either one of those teams squeaks out a 1-0 win because of some. Look how Burnley scored last week. I know neither one of those clubs are making that mistake, but Everton can capitalize possibly over the course of 90 minutes. They could get 1 goal, or not, or then Everton and Burnley on set pieces in corners. They're just dangerous. They're really dangerous. So, all right, we'll come back to that. I kind of like under 1.5 there. Can't really bet it any other way, I don't think. Because I think under 2.5 is a steal, but not at minus 150. I think it was right at, or no, it was minus 142 at FanDuel. So I guess it is still in play. I'll write down minus 142 at under 2.5. It's minus 142. That is within range, but man, that plus 200 is appealing. That plus 200 is appealing. What do we got here? Yeah, I've already put up a couple there's 2 NASCAR bets up on today's daily show, Ryan, and golf. I didn't find any golf bets this week that I liked, so I didn't make any golf bets, but I did put up 2 NASCAR bets earlier on today. Let's roll on here along to the next game. It's City Fulham. All right, City Fulham. City's winning the game, but there's obviously no way you'll be able to buy that. That's going to be priced at about minus 600. All right, let's see what we can. Let's jump in here and see what we can do here. What do they have it priced at? Just curious. They got it at minus 295, giving way too much respect to Fulham. Jeez Louise. Way too much respect to Fulham. They're going to get smashed. Everybody gets smashed against City. Southampton needed a PK to get a goal, which, you got to earn PKs, but, I know they got one other goal, but you're not scoring or. Yeah, I mean, so you can't. So it comes down to is City going to give up a goal? That's what it comes down to. Is City going to give up a goal? Because then what's the win? You always got to look it up because we've cashed on it to win in a shootout. I mean, we have been cashing on that bet with City. It's at plus 110. That's why we've been cashing it. They keep putting that plus 1 money. So is Fulham going to score? That's the bet from that game. Because if you're trying to do anything else, you could do over 1.5. But God forbid City be looking towards Champions League on, whatever day they've got it going on. I know they pretty much have in Gladbach pretty much wrapped up. But, if they were only win 1-0, I think they smash. But when I made smash in soccer, I'm talking 4-0, 5-0, around that round. He's talking 5 on Southampton. Southampton's a better team. Southampton's a better team than Fulham. I know, Southampton has their injuries and they've had a dip in form. But, when those two teams play, you're not betting on Fulham beat Southampton. Fulham's not on this, incredible run. Let's not make it sound like they're, head-to-head is, lost to Tottenham. Couldn't score against Palace, 0-0. I mean, you can't score against Palace. You're not scoring against City. Yeah. So, they drew Burnley 1-1. Manchester United beat them, 2-0, I think, recently? It was in their incredible run. Yeah, beat them 2-0. So I'm going to write that bet down. It's City, win to 0. Man, we've been doing a lot of those lately. Been getting cashes, but the ones I haven't, man, they're all nail betters. City to win to 0. Or let's look at their shots on target because they only get about 6 shots on target per game. Let's see what it is. That could be a good bet from that game. Fulham, City. I got City. Total shots on target by City over 5.5. Wow, it's going to fall at. I just said 6 because that's how many they're going to get in the game. 6, and that's a minus 139. That's not worth it. I'd rather take a better chance that they're going to hold a shutout, but they're going to get 6 shots on target. That's what they're going to get. It's a lot of juice. Fulham under 2.5 is at minus 155. I would have taken that bet too. Total shots on target by Fulham is priced too high at minus 155, but I definitely would have taken that. All right, so I don't think we can do any of those bets. I'll write that down. I just don't know what else you do with City. What is this? Let me just look. It's gonna annoy me, but let me just do City on the money line over 1.5, and you can't parlay that. Parlay that gazillion. Yeah, it's minus 180. So yeah, you're not. So now you're trying to do over 2.5, or you're trying to do under 4.5. You can't. I've learned you can't. You don't cap City. You don't not cap them. I've capped them and gotten screwed because those guys pushed till the 93rd minute. And you guys remember that against Jesus? Terrible call because of what they called earlier on in that game against Laporte. But fact of the matter is, they're pushing to score a goal in the 92nd minute of the game. A Guardiola team does not back off. So I'm definitely not doing City and under 4.5, just not doing it. And I'm doing over 1.5 because if they win 1-0, I'm going to be 1-0 and be pissed. For some crazy thing, he's already, they know they're winning the league. So if they're just focused really on Champions League because the league is wrapped up, I'm not losing a bet because they lose 1-0. If the same scenario that they win 1-0, they're going to win 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. That's how dominant City is. You don't score on City. You don't do it. All right, so we got that City to win to 0 plus 110. Again, we haven't made any bet. We've got 4 possible bets. Let's roll on to the next one here. So that's all the Saturday games. Actually, so before we leave out of Saturday, let's go ahead and catch the Bayern game and the Dortmund game that's on Saturday. So Bayern playing Werder Bremen, and Dortmund is playing Hertha. So let's check out these two games. There's nothing going on in Serie A against, you're not betting those teams. And then La Liga's Real. I'm not doing Atletico. They just screw me one way or another. They always find a way. So you got Leauge they're playing. So we'll do the Bundesliga game. We'll do Bayern up first. Do the best club in the world. Do Bayern first. Let's see. I don't have any bets for March Madness. I got no bets for March Madness. Not a college guy. Not a college guy. So we've got no March Madness bets. will be going on here. All right, let's move on to this Bayern game. They're playing Bremen. For Bayern, this is what I've learned betting on Bayern. You take their over on shots on target because they're always priced weird, like in a way where you can't bet them. So let's jump over here. They're at minus 400. They're another team. So, you do over 1.5. That's clearly not enough. Over 2.5, not enough. So you do over 3.5. And could they score 4 goals? Yeah, they could. They're another team like City. Like they could run it up. Or, there's plenty of games where I know I've been betting them. Let's see. Yeah, they got a 1-0 win. So this is where in that run, and when I was doing shots on target, when they went 1-0 over when they were in that Club World Cup, 2-0 there, 1-0 to Hertha Berlin. Yeah. Oh, and then when they lost 2-1, I did shots on target in those games. I've been getting that to cash. Because otherwise, you have to parlay Bayern with so much crazy stuff, and you can't get it to work. It's over 3.5. If they're getting 4 goals, they're getting whatever this prop bet will be that I'll gladly pay for. Yeah, it's over 6.5 shots on target at plus 125. That's what you or you do over 16.5 shots. Hell, you can do them both. They can either both hit or both. I have no problem backing the best team in all of football. So I'll bet both of those. I already know that's been cashing. So I'll do over 6.5 SOTs at plus 125. Now I'll just do over 16.5 just shots. And that's minus 118. I love that. Minus 118. Best club. Now those will have to be made out of DraftKings. I've never seen those bets on PointsBet or FanDuel. So whenever we get to a decision, I'm betting those. Betting both of them. This is not knee jerk. Let me pull it up. This is, this is what Bayern does. They got 25 against Dortmund, 9 shots on target. They run it up. I've been cashing this bet. They got 7 shots on target against Cologne, only 15 shots, so would have missed that one. Lazio, I'd rather do that than some crazy ass. Yeah, 13 shots on target again. They only got 13 shots. They're gonna get way more. Bremen's bottom table. They're 12th. They're 12th, so not even worried. It's on the road. Could care less. Could care less about recent head-to-head between these clubs. Bayern's the best club. They turn up. Because if you're going to bet them, you're going to bet them in a parlay. I'm going to put them in a money line parlay. We're going to make one parlay at the end of this. Better bet your bottom we're going to make a parlay. Got to make a parlay. What the hell we're betting all this? We're not making a parlay. One little parlay will sprinkle a little bit of money on. Just do the little sprinkle, just a little bit. All right, so that's what we're doing in a Bayern game. That's how we're betting it. We're not doing anything else because any parlay of any crazy amounts of goals is not worth it when you get the other ones at plus 125 and plus 18 and minus 118. So let's move on now. Let's do Dortmund. Let's pull up the Dortmund game. Let's see. They're playing Hertha. Hertha's not bad, I don't think. No, they're 15th. They've given up 43 goals. They have only scored 28. Their away form, I bet, is terrible. I got to look this up. I bet their away form, Hertha, is just brutal. Standings away. Here we go. They'd still be a 5th place club. They've scored 15 and 12, given up 19 and 12. Dortmund at home would be a 5th place club. They've given up 14 and 11, scored 25 and 11. And the real standings, so that's what Bayern is. They're being Dortmund. So, yeah, it depends on what the price is. But, Dortmund's more than likely winning that game. Let's see what the money comes in at. Let's see. Dortmund is minus 210. So Dortmund you can probably work with. You can do an over 1.5. I bet you can. Where are they? Dortmund, over 1.5. Minus 157. Well, that's not good. What is Dortmund team total? We got that bet to hit midweek. In Champions League, we took their team total. We took over 1.5. Let's see what that is. Priced. That's gonna be expensive. Yeah, it's 225. Yeah, you can't bet that. We just got lucky. We were playing against Sevilla. Got to count them up against a good team. So maybe you do shots on target with him. Let's look it up for Dortmund. Let's see what the number comes in at. I haven't been betting Dortmund with this. I've only been betting Bayern with it. It's 5.5 at plus 120, so one less shot requirement. One less shot less. Man, I would think. I don't know. They only have to make 14.5 shots. What are they? They're not shooting a lot. I mean, what's going on? See how many shots they got off against Dortmund. I mean, where's this? Just they had 9. All right, here it is against Bayern when they were whipping ass. They only got 4 shots all game against Bayern. The game they won 2. Or they went up 2-0 like quick. They got 4 shots all game. Shit, maybe it would. Oh yeah, you can't take the unders. The unders are juiced way up. Minus 167. You can do under 14.5 at minus 118. I'm going to see when the last time that bet hit. Maybe that one could be the best thing to do with Dortmund here. They got 13 in that game. Would have cashed. They're going to have a lot of possession, though. They're going to have a lot. They only got 9 in a 4-0 game over Schalke, the worst team this season by far. They're terrible. Wow, they've given up 61 goals compared to Hertha's 43. So a team that is, just the worst in the league, and Dortmund only got 9 shots on them and scoring 4 goals. Wow, this bet hasn't the over this under of minus 4 or under this one. Yeah, they only got Let's go back in time. Let's see how much they got against Sevilla in first leg when they got 3 goals. 10 shots. 10 shots. That's all this is not even hell, this bet's not even going to be a sweat. Here we got 2-2 against Hoffenheim, and they only got 7 shots. I'm betting that. Are you kidding me? They're not. When was the last time you would have lost money? You would have made a lot of these in a row. I'm still going back. 16. All right, so finally would have lost the bet. So you would have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cashes in a row. I'm definitely betting that. Maybe I've uncovered a gem with betting on Dortmund. It's taking their under shots. It's under 14.5. You would have had 7 straight cashes, and you would have even had a sweat. I'll bet it. Dortmund it is. Let's go, Dortmund. So Dortmund under 14.5, and that's just shots. I mean, wow. They're not shooting. And they're going to have a lot of possession, but they had a lot of possession against Schalke. I mean, yeah, they'll have a lot against Berlin, but they would have had a ton against Schalke, the worst team in the league. They beat them 4-0. Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm definitely betting that one. All right. So then the other game is, let's see. All right, guys, we're rolling along here. So we've already broken down all the Premier League games on Saturday. We just broke down the 2 Bundesliga games on Saturday. Let's go have a look at this Real Madrid game that's going on Saturday, and then we'll make our Saturday bets, and then we'll flip it on over into Sunday's action, primarily, obviously, focusing in on the Premier League. Arif, hey, man, thanks for stopping by. Sorry I missed you there. Alexander, I've tailed you on the Byron shots on goal a few times this season. I'm telling you, folks, I'm not make this stuff up. I didn't make that stuff up against Byron. Oh yeah, we're betting it, and I didn't make it up. Oh yeah, my man Alexander's been banking with me, so that's one of the ones we're doing. I'm probably gonna bet them both. Probably gonna bet them both. You got Holland to score 2 or more, scored 4 times. Yeah. Now I hear you about Holland. I have to look that up. I like this under 14.5 shots though, man. I think I may have uncovered a gem with that team. Even if so. All right, let's look up this Real Madrid game real quick. I'm excited. Then we'll pop in some bets. And then we will go ahead and do the Sunday action. So they're playing Leauge. They're terrible. Real Madrid, though, does have Champions League midweek, and they only won 1-0, which was surprising because Atalanta got an early red card. So they could be comfortable going into their Champions League game, but they're not. So I mean, are they, they're sitting comfortably in Champions League spots in terms of, like, if they were to drop points here and not win, it's not like Real Sociedad's catching them. You wouldn't expect that. Are they going to win the title? I mean, they need 3 points if they're going to win. If they're competing for the title, they have to have 3 points. But, yeah, I mean, let's just go look up, see what the cost is. Let's go look up value. Let's go do all that stuff and see what you can bet with Real Madrid here. So where is La Liga? Let's see. Real Madrid is minus 530. So that means you can't do draw no bet. You can't do double chance. Then you start getting in all that over 1.5 stuff, and it's like I don't know. They got total shots by them over 16.5 at plus 110. That one I'd have to look up. I don't watch enough Real Madrid games to know if they're a heavy shooting team. Let's see. They had 18 against Real Madrid, 61% of the possession. Wow. They're definitely going to have a lot of possession against this club. They had 21 against Real Sociedad. Wow, this club may just like to just fire them. I love it. You can really get some cashes on bets like that. They got 18 against in that 1-0 game. Granted, they had all the possession. 68. But this bet is now, if we would have taken it with a cash. Let's go look at a 1-0 result against Valladolid. They only got 10. They had 65% of position. So there would have been a miss. Let's see if the one right before it would have cashed. Oh, man. Whoops. 2-0 against Valencia. 16. Ooh, that would have been on the hook. Would have lost by the hook on that bet. Ouch. That would have hurt. That would have hurt. That's when somebody just taps you. That hurts. That hurts losing that one. All right, let's see if the one before that would have been a bet. Would have been a win against Getafe, because they've been smashing it in other games. Now they only got 14. All right, so not bet. So may not bet Real Madrid. May just dump them in a parlay, or may just dump them in like a draw no bet parlay. There's one of these big boy parlays coming at some point. A Real and a draw no bet is, wow, 3,000. Holy hell. All right, we'll see if we can get Real Madrid. They got a big Champions League game coming on. I don't feel as... All right, so let's go ahead and let's break down these games. Let's go ahead and do this recap of what we got, and let's see which ones are on the table. So we're definitely betting Bayern. I'm doing over 6.5 shots on target, and I'm going to go ahead and do over 16.5 shots on target. We're just going to go do both of them. I'm going to do this Dortmund one, and that bet catch 7 bets in a row. So it wasn't even sweat. So don't take Dortmund under 4. I know I'm going to make those at DraftKings. The City win to 0. City win to 0. City win to 0. Let me look up the price on PointsBet. Let me just do some price shopping real quick. City to win to 0. I mean, that should happen. I would. It's, for the value and everything that you're getting. Where's the bet? All these. City to win a 0. Here we go. Plus 110. So same price. Same price as DraftKings. Let me jump back over to DraftKings. I'm still on the La Liga stuff. To win in a shootout. Yeah. City winning. I'll go ahead and pull it up. I'm just going to bet them here. Might as well. Makes it. I might have to log into one place. Shots on target. We got Bayern over 6.5. That's plus 125. And I'm going to do it and do the other one. And let me grab the Dortmund one while I'm here. Bang all these out. Under 14.5. All right. Let's jump back over now to Premier League. And let's see what under 1.5 is and under 2.5 for this Burnley Everton game over on PointsBet. See, under 2.5 is minus 150. So they're almost like begging me to take it because it's like right at the number. And that bet should hit. I mean, should I bet it? Or that under 1.5 is so much more appealing at plus 205. They got it at 205 at PointsBet. So better. They got it to, what's better? What do you guys think is better? Under 2.5, under 1.5? What are you guys thinking in your gut? I just at minus 150 or no, minus 142. I could do minus 142 at the place here. I can do 142. I shouldn't feel bad about betting under 142. I mean, I've bet that before, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play it safe. Rather than doing under 1.5, I'm doing under 2. I'm gonna go ahead and hold off on doing that because that one's at FanDuel. I'm going to log in DraftKings. The computer here can't. And what am I doing with Chelsea? What am I going to do with Chelsea here? I got over 1.5 at plus money, or you can do under 4.5 at plus money, or you can do win to 0 at plus 210. Is Leeds going to like pull out some stupid 3-1 result? Is that what's going to happen here? Leeds gets 3-1. Uh, that's so. I'm thinking Chelsea. I'm thinking Chelsea over 1.5. I'm thinking don't cap them at under 4.5 because they were really really dangerous against Everton. Should have had goals. I mean, they were. I was so nervous because we had under 2.5 in that game. We got it to cash, but boy, was I super nervous watching that game. Steven's coming in with under 2.5 and Burnley Everton. All right, that's what we're doing. Not gonna let that PK get us. That's right. All right. So under, I think I'm doing Chelsea over 1.5 because they're not winning 1-0, right? Leeds is too leaky. Leeds is too leaky to only lose 1-0 to Chelsea, who looks, I think, outstanding in attack. I've been impressed watching their games lately. You know, they didn't do anything much against Manchester United, but I don't know. Maybe we can't do under 2.5 because I thought we saw that was priced out. Too bad. That was minus 130. Oh no, that was over. Under. Oh, it's plus 105. I'm going to leave that game alone for a second. Let's go ahead and get these bets in, ones we know we're doing, and we can circle back and do. We'll circle back and I'll put this up and we'll circle back on these other ones here. I don't know what to do with that Chelsea game. I mean, you can do under 2 point. I mean, they may win that game 2-0. They could win 1-0. They could win 3-0. Leeds could get a goal. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm locking on these right now. I'm locking in on DraftKings. I'll repeat it out just before I hit the button. Here we go. We're doing Manchester City to win 0 at plus 110. We're doing total shots on target by Bayern Munich over 6.5 of those shots on target at plus 125. Then we'll just take their over on their shot total at 16.5 at minus 118. And then we'll do Bayern under their shot total, just shots total, at under 14.5. Got $15 for each, one unit. We'll go ahead and smack that. There it is. There's the payout, and I'll So let's move on now to, let's go ahead and make the under 2.5 as well. Need to go ahead and do that. But this is what we got so far, ladies and gents. There's the bet. That's what we've got. We'll roll with those. We'll wait to do the Burnley Everton one when we log into FanDuel. For now, though, let's preview Tuesday's games. Or no, Saturday's. Tuesday. What am I talking about? Tuesday. All right. Logging back out of DraftKings. Going back into Flash Score. Pulling all the games up. And let's see. First up is Southampton, Brighton. Wow. My initial gut reaction is under 2.5 in that game, too. I mean, that's just. Would have cashed in 3 of their past 5 head-to-heads. Not the most recent one, but Southampton was playing so much better than. They're just kind of shitty. I know they got 2 goals against City, but still. I always got to look it up. I mean, there's unders 2.5s cash so much in soccer. I feel like you always have to look it up, see what it costs. Yeah, minus 165, because that's what these sports books are doing now. Under 2.5 is just cashing so much. They've all just, the juice is crazy on all the games. It's such an easy bet, and they've almost just taken it away from us. Leeds will give them more than one. All right, well, maybe we'll do the Chelsea and over 1.5. Maybe that'll be the bet, because that's at plus money at plus 104. I feel better doing over. So you feel better, Steven, doing over 1.5 than under 4.5? That's, I do think Leeds will give up more than one. What's up, Almighty? What's going on, man? All right, so you can't do under 2.5 in Southampton, Brighton. Otherwise, how do I feel in terms of, a team winning that fixture? Yeah, Brighton, hell, we've been taking them. They look they can be one of the best sides in the Premier League at times. They are just full of attacking, full of, aggression there. We cashed that one against Palace over their shot total. This could be a team where maybe you take the shot total too. How much did Southampton get against City? Let's see if it was two lucky possessions where they got some stats? Oh, they got 6. 6 shots on target against City is almost unheard of. You don't get 6 shots on target against City. That does not happen. So let's pull up DraftKings. You could almost take a shot on target prop for them too. I mean, otherwise, let's look at double chance real quick, just because I'm closer to pulling that up. I mean, if you think, I could see either one of these teams win, but Southampton's minus 190, Brighton's 240. So, yeah, you can't do either one of those. You could do the draw no bet. Let me see. Draw no bet is Southampton plus 106, Brighton minus 127. So they've got Brighton favored in that fixture. Wow. I mean, yeah, Brighton, yeah. That's how much you want to read into that City result. If they got 6 shots on target, they played pretty damn well because you don't get shots on target against City. That doesn't happen. So I'm looking up on their shots on target now. They've got 3 over. Yeah, the juice is a little high. The juice is at minus 134. Total shots on target over 7.5. And that's at minus 106. I can almost guarantee that would be the bet. That bet will have been cashing. It cashed against City, obviously. Let's see if it cashed in their Sheffield game. Yeah, it cashed alone. Yeah, it cashed in Sheffield for Southampton. Let's see if it cashed in Everton. No, they didn't do anything. Wow, 1-0. That was a really bad game. What happened to Everton? Had a goal disallowed. Wow, Everton did shit. Everton only had 47% of the ball, too. What the hell's that? They're at home against Southampton. Southampton, has been struggling. It would have cashed against Leeds, but I would definitely take that bet against Leeds. Everything cashes goal-scoring-wise against Leeds, it seems like. It wouldn't have cashed against Chelsea, but wouldn't have bet that against Chelsea. So, let's see what Brighton gets. Brighton, we know, has been getting some because we cashed it against Palace. There was 7 in their last head-to-head when it was 2-1. When it was 1-1, there was 8. Kind of like that. And let's see what Brighton get against Leicester. I remember that game. I bet it some kind of way. It was at 6. It was 4-2 in that game. Might as well see what they did against West Brom right here. 2 and 6. So it would have cashed against West Brom. I think that may actually be the bet. Maybe write that down. I think that could be the one. Over 7.5 total shots on target at minus 106. I'll just write it down. Otherwise it could just be a pass. Could just pass on that game. What is this? Southampton. Whoop. Flipped over the thing. There we go. Southampton versus Brighton. Over 7.5 shots on target minus 106. All right, let's roll on to the next game. Next game here is how are we doing on time? We got doing good. We only got 3 more. We got Leicester Sheffield. Leicester Sheffield is up next. Everybody's going to think Leicester should win the game. I predicted on the NBC Sports Predictor app, where we can of course win our $50,000. That, if we're being honest, we'll never win it. But hey, you can compete for $20. You can compete for $20 a week in our group. So you always can. You may not win $50,000, but you can take $20 from me, or we may do good enough. I met cash last year. Never know. But let's do it. I predicted them to win. Yeah, I mean Sheffield is shit. They're bottom table. They're terrible. They've got a win recently against Villa. Otherwise, it's L to Southampton, L to Liverpool, L to Fulham, L to West Ham. Yeah, predicting anything other than a Leicester win, I think, is foolish. Can't do that. Then it's just a matter of, how many is Leicester going to get? And, how many are they going to get? Let's see. Sheffield is giving up 23 goals in 13 games. Leicester is scoring 20 and 30. I mean, they're probably, let's look it up, see what it costs, but let's see what Leicester and over 1.5 is. Or this could just be one of our parlay pieces that we do, but might as well. See what we can get Leicester at. Oh, Leicester's only at minus 195. Oh, this bet will definitely work. It won't be bad at all. Over 1.5. Minus 114. That's going to be the bet. Leicester City and over 1.5. Yeah, that's definitely the bet. Most definitely. We'll write that one down, but I can't imagine anything else happening in that game. Man, there's no point doing draw no bet, because then if you parlay that, it doesn't work out. I think that's the bet. I think that's the one we'll write down. Leicester to win. Because then you always gotta look at the under. Always gotta look at under. Under 2.5 is minus 129. Is Leicester winning 2? I mean, they could win. Leicester could win 2-0, 3-0. That's probably. What did I do on the NBC Sports Predictor app? I think I did. Let me look. I think I did 2-0 on the NBC Sports Predictor app. Or maybe I did 3-0. Let me look. I did 2-0. 2-0. And under 2.5 is minus 129. All right, you can do this. You can do Leicester and under 3.5 at plus 104, so better odds than doing over 1.5. You can do Leicester and under 3.5. I mean, I don't think Sheffield is scoring. I mean, really, I don't think they're getting a goal. But maybe over 1.5 because more likely Leicester's getting, and minus 114 is fine. That's the bet. That's the one we'll write down. Write down Leicester. We don't need to cap them in case Sheffield, really sucks, that day like they always suck. So that's the bet. It's minus 114. Might as well price shop real quick, just so we have it in our notes, so we know what's what when we're placing these suckers. Where's here it is. Looks like I can already tell it's gonna be cheaper at DraftKings. Yeah. All right. So we'll stop there because you can't even do a parlay on PointsBet for some crazy ass reason. Not sure what's going on at PointsBet. So let's see. Yeah, appreciate you jumping on here. Leicester's going to win. All right, we got this question. How is he going to join the league? So in each of my daily shows, that I do, I've been putting the group information in it. So just grab it. Been trying to make a point to say it as well, but it's definitely been in it, whether I've been mentioning it or not. So yeah, join those leagues. Use those codes. $20 each week. $20 in the golf contest. $20 in the Premier League contest. Get your picks in. You got to make your picks being able to be seen. So you got to pick them through the league. You'll figure it'll. So yeah. Didn't Sheffield beat City? No. City hasn't lost a game in like forever. I mean, there was the United game, but no, they did not lost the game. Yeah, $20. Yep, $20. I think there are codes for them. All right, cool. You guys are good. All right, let's move on. Yeah, to the next game. That's how you bet Leicester. All right, next up is Tottenham. Tottenham versus Arsenal. I mean, Tottenham's winning the game, so we know that. So we've got another at least no-brainer kind of decision, so to speak. You know who's winning. Then you just go and you look. It's like, okay, well, does Tottenham double chance work? It's minus 186. Wow, it's not far off. What's Tottenham draw no bet? It's plus 102. Kind of like that. Let's see what FanDuel has it at. Draw no bet. I got it at even money, so it's a little bit better at DraftKings. So you can do Tottenham draw no bet. I don't see Arsenal winning that game, and I'm not. I'll give them credit for their Olympiacos win, but this is quite the step up in competition. You're going to go face Olympiacos versus Spurs, so you could make a case that Arsenal's been good on defense, but the fact is they've given up sloppy goals. They gave up the sloppy one to Burnley. Deflection off Chris Wood, and they gave up a sloppy one against Olympiacos, losing that ball, deep in their or not deep in their third, but kind of like right at the third. Just a terrible turnover trying to play it out of the back, and Olympiacos pouncing. Spurs are better. They're getting goals. Arsenal can't play anything close to that sloppy against Spurs. There will be bounces, but. So I do think Arsenal, what's Spurs and over 1.5? Man, Spurs on the money lines plus 185. Wow. That's quite a number. You don't even need to then parlay with over 1 point. You don't need to do any of that shit. You don't need to do any of that. So you can just do Tottenham money line plus 185. Or I think the safer route is you can do draw no bet at plus 102. Those are the two bets for that game. I don't see Arsenal getting a point. Been playing better. I do agree with that. Been playing better since Odegaard has arrived. I agree. Since Real Madrid, since he came over, they got him, and I like Ceballos there in the midfield as well. I think he's a good player, but not against Tottenham. I don't see them. I don't see them winning. So because I guess I could see them drawing, I think the safer bet is draw no bet. I mean, I don't really see them drawing, but I see them drawing more than I certainly see them winning. So maybe draw no bet's the way to go there. Tottenham draw no bet. Yeah, when it hits, you'll wish you had that plus 185, but when that draw hits, and maybe Arsenal doesn't play leaky as hell and give up dumb mistakes, maybe maybe it's 1-1 or I don't know. Spurs are getting goals. I think I may do that money line at plus 185. I still got that written down. We may do that money line at plus 185. I mean, that is really attractive. So let's move on to the next game. We've got last one we're going to do here, and then I guess PSG looks like they do play Sunday, so we can look at that game. Juventus plays, Inter plays Sunday, so we'll go peek an eye in the Serie A. I got a crazy $15 free bet on DraftKings, so maybe I'll do a crazy ass parlay of all these big boys. Drop them suckers in a parlay and see these. So let's go on. Like I said, we'll do the last game. It's the boys. It's the Manchester United. It's look like it's the late game on Sunday. So we got what's going on? Todoric. And appreciate you jumping on here. Live bet the Villa. Yeah, there's been how many goals in this game? I wanted to bet under 2.5 so bad. I told you guys on the Daily Show I wanted to bet under 2.5 in Newcastle versus Villa, and the books wouldn't let me because it was at minus 167. There's 0 goals at halftime. 0 goals at halftime. I don't live bet. I do live bet, but I'm not watching the game, so I don't want to actually live bet it. I mean, I'm sure you still can't get, minus 125. You can't get minus, 225 or, minus 2 or under 2.5. So now we're going to get to Serie A. We're going to get to it here. So let's finish off this Premier League game. And then we do have big boys playing on Sunday in Premier League. So got you. And thanks for joining. Let's nice. Good. Appreciate you hanging out, Steven. And then there is a Premier League cam live now. Yeah, they got this. Or I can't do the Peacock, so I can't. All right, let's go ahead and do this last game. I just can't stream the Peacock while I'm looking up all this information. Otherwise, I would be watching Newcastle versus Villa. But let's jump on to this last Premier League game. Then we'll move on to Serie A. So we got United versus West Ham. Both of these teams are scoring right off the bat. United just continuously gives up dumb goals. I mean, continuously to give up dumb goals. That means and West Ham's looks pretty good. I bet you can't get. Oh, both teams will score is minus 141. I bet you can get I bet you can get that and over the old classic of both teams will score and over 2.5. See what that costs. That's plus 118. That's beautiful for that game. Plus 118 of both teams to score in United versus West Ham. I think West Ham has been impressive. I mean, they've been impressive on both ends, but, I would always count on Manchester United getting one goal. I mean, they normally do. They're going to, put your team under pressure. I like one of those two teams finding the back of the net probably 2 times. I don't know. I predicted 4 goals on the NBC Sports Predictor. I predicted 2-2 tie, and I was between 2-2 or 3-3, to be honest. But that's kind of where my head was at. It was 2-2 or 3-3. So, yeah, I think both teams will score in this fixture, and over 2.5 could certainly be a winning bet there. I think that could certainly be a winning bet. So, I mean, we'll write that one down, but I'm thinking that's going to be the bet. So we got United, West Ham. I mean, because I couldn't tell. I mean, let's just look and see what the money line is. I mean, yeah, United's minus 113. They're favored, but I mean, I'm not willing to bet on United to win a game right now. I'm I'm not betting on United to win a game. I mean, their recent form is draw against AC Milan. Somehow they beat City, but then a draw against Palace, draw against Chelsea, draw against Real Sociedad. Then they got 2 wins, draw against West Brom. I'm not betting on United to win a game, but I will bet on them to score goals. They went on that stretch where they hadn't scored, we were 3 straight 0-0 draws. Then they rose up, got 2 against City, got 1 against AC Milan. I think it'll be back to the team that gets at least 1 goal a game. That 3-goal drought or that 3-game run clearly looks like it's over. They're back to scoring goals. I don't know, where that could be a singular goal in this game because I think West Ham can get a goal or 2. So maybe we only do both teams. You could also only do both teams to score because that's at -141. So we've got that one earmarked. Let's just think because I can't. I mean, you could. I could see either one of those teams getting a winner. I could see both of those teams. I could see that game drawing. Obviously, that's what I predicted. So I don't know how you do that other than kind of some form of creation of goals being scored in that game. I think is you could just do over 2.5 at -114. So we can just remove the parlay portion because we're good with betting at those odds. You can do both teams to score at -141, or just do over 2.5 alone and get that at -114. One of those teams score 3-0 or get a 3-0 win because that'd be the difference of not doing a parlay. I don't know. I think you probably do the parlay or just do both teams to score. So, all right, cool. Let's jump on into now to Serie A action. We can look at let's jump on Serie A. So the big boys are you've got Inter playing. We've got Juve playing, a pissed Juve team, bounced from Europe. Wow. AC Milan, Napoli. And then you got Roma, Parma. So we'll look at those 3 games first. Actually, we should make those Premier League bets too, maybe, before those odds change. Maybe we should jump on, get those. Let's get those purchased real quick. Let's get these 2 that are on DraftKings purchased real quick. Let's go ahead and get those. We're going to take Tottenham on the draw, no bet. I'm just not getting screwed if there's a draw. I think they're going to win. I'll take the unit win. I mean, there's nothing wrong with winning a unit, and God forbid there is a draw. And then we're going to take over 7.5 shots on target in the Southampton Brighton game. And that's at -106. Love that. So I got that one and that one. We'll come back to the Leicester game. We'll come back to the Manchester United game in terms of getting actual bets in. Then we'll make I got to log in. Shit. And then we'll 0-0 Villa versus Newcastle. What's going on? How's everybody doing on Friday? Friday afternoon, rolling on into the weekend. Childcare is about to end. I got to run soon. I got about 30 more minutes. So plenty of time to break down these Serie A games. Plenty of time. Let's get these 2 real quick. Tottenham, Tino bet at +102. Southampton, Brighton over 7.5 shots on target -106. Let's do it. I'll go ahead and screenshot these and put these up so you guys see them, you know them. More importantly, you can fucking bet them because they're winning bets. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's grab these Serie A games. Whoop. Shit. There we go. All right, so here's the other bet slip we got. So we got those 2 bets in play, so everybody can see those. Those are the ones we've made on this show. We got Saturday's card in the Premier League going on, sprinkled in with a little Bundesliga. And then on Sunday so far, we've made 2 Premier League bets. Let's go ahead. We got 2 pending in that game. Let's go ahead and do this Serie A. I mean, I wonder just what a 3-legged parlay of Inter smashing Torino because Torino's in relegation. They're terrible. Juve's paying Cagliari. I wonder, they're towards the bottom. Yeah, they're 17th. And Roma's playing Parma, who's 19th. All 3 of these clubs should win. I don't care that Roma played in Europa League. They're a good club. They got a deep squad, and plus they're significantly better than Roma. Juventus is pissed. Get bounced from Champions League, so can't imagine them losing. And then Inter's just keeps on rolling along. I mean, that's all Inter does. Inter is rolling along. They're not in any European competition, so they just focus on the league, and all they do is win. So let's just see what a three-legged parlay is. Why don't we just see what a good old three-legged parlay, and then we can we'll still bet each game individually. We don't want to just go ass crazy and not have some individual bets, but let's see what the three-legged parlay gets us. Wow, it looks like it's gonna be coming in pretty good. Yeah, that's up to plus. Once I use my boost, is that 247 normal? That's 247 normal on PointsBet. But once I add in my boost, because you can use that one parlay a day booster thing that they allow. Might as well see what it is on DraftKings though. That's why you price shop. Never buy anything at one store. It's at plus 256 on DraftKings. This is why I don't bet on PointsBet. I only bet on PointsBet if I'm using that promo that they allow one parlay boost a day. Their odds are never. I mean, you guys watching The Daily Show, I share odds always on DraftKings and FanDuel. PointsBet is always so far behind. It's painful to watch them. They're always that far behind. I will check FanDuel. FanDuel's always neck and neck with DraftKings. So in this case, they're worse than PointsBet. All right, so yeah, it's easy. You make the decision to do it. So we could bet those three games just straight up. Inter, Roma. What if you took Roma off? I mean, they're the one on there that scares you, right? Of those three, you always say you look at a parlay and then you remove a leg because not everything happens. I would say Inter's not losing to Torino because they're not in European competition. Like all they're doing is focusing on the league. Juventus is pissed. They just got bounced by Porto. So they're not going to be in any happy mood, and especially the way that went down in extra time and, giving up, that free kick goal. I mean, So I don't see them losing. I don't see them losing. I mean, is anybody hurt? Nobody's really hurt, and even Delight is coming back in the lineup. I mean, Dybala's been out forever. Well, let's just take Roma off. If we took Roma off, it's still at plus 117 for Inter Juventus parlay. I think I'm doing that one. I think I'm going to leave Roma off. I think Roma wins. I mean, Parma's been terrible. They're only in 17th place itself. What's their away? You always got to look at away form. Standings away. Parma would be in 18th place if you only went on away standings. They've scored a little bit more than a goal. They've given up 30, though. And if you look at Roma on just a home form, Roma in a home form would jump all the way up from 4th place into 2nd place. You don't go to Roma and score goals. You don't go and win games. It just doesn't happen. So I was wondering if I do a 3-leg. So we got one here. It's like Inter and I'd rather not get cute and do Juve minus 195. I mean, I hear you. When I mean cute, I don't say that in a disrespectful way. I just mean in terms of just speaking. But, I mean, because it comes in at plus money, Inter and Juventus, I mean, at plus money, at plus 117, I just don't feel I don't feel the need to do that on a Juve. It's plus one. It's cheaper, better on DraftKings. Yeah. Well, they didn't have Delight in that Porto game. I mean, their defense isn't terrible. It's been rocky. It's been rocky. All right, let's look at Torino game individual or Inter game individually. I mean, that's one that I think if we're doing under 1.5, I'm putting Inter under 1.5 before I'm putting Juve under 1.5. I definitely, I'm doing that. I would do Inter under 1.5. So let me just play around here with the Inter game. Take Juventus off this parlay. What is the spread? See what we can get here for Inter. Minus 1.5 is, let's see, plus 114. Oh, that's a bet I like. I like Inter minus. I mean, if we look at standings on location, Inter would still be in first. Torino would go up to 14th. Or no, they're at home. So Torino would be in last. They've only scored 14 goals in 11 home games. They've given up 19. And just a flurry of draws. 1-1, 1-1, 0-0, 1-1, 0-0. So, yeah. And Inter still, they're second in the table of row. They've scored 20, so they get, 2 a game. Torino gives up 1+. I think that could be. I don't have DraftKings is stupid in my area. I don't get. I can look, but I don't have that. I mean, I like player props like that. 2 score. Oh, they do have it. Let's see. Wow, this is gonna be a long thing to scroll down. Wow, that is quite the list. But I'll look. Let me go look that up. Unless you have the price. If you have the price, let me know. If you got the price for Lukaku anytime scorer. But that's a bet we're gonna write down. We're gonna earmark that one. Enter under or dash on the spread on the Asian handicap, and that came in at +115. And we're gonna write down this Inter Juve parlay. Came in at +117. You add Roma to it, it's at 256. But I think I'd rather not add Roma. I mean, Juve is like, that's it. I mean, that's all they're playing for now this season is the league, and they've got to. I mean, it's hard to catch Inter where they're at 10 points back, but they're not losing that. They can't lose that game. I mean, I get it. Their form isn't. They got to win, a draw, a win. So form hasn't been terrible. I don't mind putting Juventus in that parlay. Doing Juventus Inter +117. For Parma, Roma, let's see. See if we can bet that game individually. Well, you can do. Wait a second. You can do. And I'll write that one down. Juve and over 1.5 to get maybe a single bet out of that game too. That's my. Oh, let me actually look up shots on target with some of these Juve ones. Oh, they don't have them up. Okay, makes that easy. They've only got Saturday's games up. Okay, so that's what I think we'll do there in Serie A. But now let's look at Parma versus Roma. See if we can do a single bet out of that. I would think. I mean, what are they giving you for Roma? The price -157. Wow. So let's draw no bet. Yeah, -4. -157. Wow. Maybe you could do. What's under 2.5 in that game? +125. Parma, Roma. They just put 4 past Shakhtar. I would think Shakhtar is better than Parma. I mean, hell, Parma's better. Could get bounced here from Serie A if they're not watching it. So yeah, they're definitely put 4 past them. So they only got 1 against Genoa. I mean, that's where you get in the league and these teams know each other. They got 2 against Fiorentina. They didn't score against Benevento. And they got 3 against Udinese. So yeah, I'd be a little nervous. So you could do Roma and over 1.5. I'd be nervous doing that under 2.5, I think. It's got great value at +125, but I would be a little nervous doing that bet. Let's see what other games we got going on here. I don't think we can bet anymore in Serie A. I just don't know. When you look at lineups, if important players are out, I don't like to. And then La Liga, we got Sevilla versus Betis. Let's see. Granada, Real. So let's go ahead and get in these bets. Let's go ahead and get in some more bets. Let's get in some bets. That's what we're doing. Let's put in some bets. So which ones do we like better of the action? I think I am going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and do a Juve Inter parlay +117. Love that. I'm gonna go ahead and do Inter minus 1.5 at plus 114 too. I like that. We've got how many bets we got so far? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 6 bets so far, and we get 2 NASCARs. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, Inter, Juve, and PSG. Oh yeah, I did want to look up PSG. Appreciate that reminder. I did want to look. I mean, they're playing. Who are they playing? They're playing Nantes. Let's just look this up for half a second. They've got nobody important out. That second half, I didn't watch that PSG Barcelona game, but based on the first half stats comparing to the second half stats, I am assuming both teams just came off the gas pedal and just did nothing. Is how I imagine how that game went. So PSG will be rested 3-0-2. I mean, yeah. I think you're right. You add PSG to that parlay. PSG at home. I think you're exactly right. You go ahead and add PSG to it. Now I go ahead and probably do it over at PointsBet because I can use that boost. I'm going to go ahead and do that parlay first. Let's go ahead and make that parlay, everybody. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's put in a winning bet. PSG, where's it at? Where's it at? Give me the game. That moves the needle. All right, so you got an Inter, Juve, PSG parlay, plus 146. Let me see what it is over at DraftKings. We got Inter, Juve. Let's go ahead and go League One. PSG. That is plus 152. But it'll be better on PointsBet once I use that profit boost. So I'll make it over at PointsBet. Let's go ahead and log in another winning bet. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's punch it up. Give it to me. What's the boost? Plus 163. There it is. Bet is placed. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's take this one down. It's the oldest one. Let's put up the new bets. Or the new bet, I should say. All right, so we got that three-legged parlay in. Good idea adding PSG, and I mentioned wanting that game, so we want that. I think Inter and minus 1.5 is kind of a great bet. They're only focusing on the league. You know, they're terrible. I'm going to see. I'm logged into PointsBet, so I might as well see what it is while I'm here. Let's see. Inter, and spread wagers. Oh, they don't do halves on theirs? Oh, because they do handicap with a tie. Well, that's stupid. Not doing that. All right, so we're not making it over PointsBet. PointsBet always can make things difficult. All right. So we won't do that game. We're doing that game. We're not doing it over on them. I'm going to go ahead and queue everything up on DraftKings now and then just make one purchase on DraftKings. Going to go ahead and do Inter minus 1.5. Man, I love that. I mean, they're only focused on the league, and they're punishing teams. That is what they're doing. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. All right, we're punching that in now. So we've got that one up. Let's do... So now it comes down to Tottenham. Or no, I already did that. Woo, let's not make that bet again. That would have been a bad mistake if we would have made that bet twice. We did. So now we're doing a Leicester money line over 1.5. Kind of like that bet at minus 114. United, West Ham, both teams to score over 2.5 at plus 118. Really like that bet. I think that's the one to add if I add anything. I've already got the 1 bet, the 2, 3. I got the 4, so I'm at the 7. Let's see. Nice. I'm not... Still under 2.5 would have hit. Man, I could have almost bet under 1.5 and gotten the cash in that game. There's never goals. These games. These games between these crappy clubs. Nice. Well, you gonna live bet it? You gonna get in? You're gonna get in a live bet? Let's do it, my man. Get in. Let's do it. I don't know what the value is. Nothing. I can't do it. I'm just glad you're watching the game. I'm not able to watch it. All right. Let's see what else you want to do. So, do we want to get in any more bets? That's going to be the question. Are the lines going to move that much? I mean, yeah, I think United, West Ham, both teams to score over 2.5 would be a popular play. So, that's not going to get any better the longer we sit. I don't think Leicester money line over 1.5 is going to get any better the longer we sit. So, I think those are the bets. And if you're going to pull the trigger, you just pull the trigger now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull the trigger. We got 9 bets. That'll be 9 bets. That'll give us 9 bets on the weekend in soccer. Let's roll. 9 bets on the weekend in soccer. Let's go ahead and do the last 2. Do it all here. One big purchase. Let's go. Let's go, people. Let's go. We're doing Leicester and over 1.5. Let's go. Let's go. That's at minus 114. I got to log in. Actually, I can't build another ticket on that one. Got to hit it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's win us some cash. Win us some money. I checked it on that site. I want to check the United one here on FanDuel real quick. Always got to get the best deal. Always got to get the best deal, people. It's plus 127. Oh, it's plus 127 over at FanDuel for that United game. All right, so we'll just do the Leicester one here. Let's go. Here we go. So we've got Leicester and over 1.5, and we'll go ahead and hit that one here. That one's at minus 114. Everything we've made today has been great value. What's been the worst? Has that been the best? The worst? Actually, minus 114. I may have actually been the worst odds bet we just made. Good analysis. We've got good bets here. Just get some cashes. Let's get some cashes to go our way this weekend. Get some games to go our way. And I'm going to make this other one at FanDuel. I'm going to go ahead and log out and get this. Got to get this other one at FanDuel. It's at plus 127. My gosh. All right, let's go ahead now and we'll take down this one. Let's go ahead and put these up so everybody is following along. So these are the bets we just did. 2 more, obviously, you can tell that's obviously DraftKings. Everybody knows that. So enter on the handicap, minus 1.5, plus 114. Then we'll do that Sheffield. I'm going to go ahead and make this United, West Ham, both teams to score over 2.5 bet right now. The value is incredibly much better at FanDuel. So logging in now. We'll go ahead and hit that one. We'll do a recap of all the bets that we've got. Then we'll sign off, and we'll all go enjoy our Friday while we watch some NBA tonight, cash those bets. Let's see. United, West Ham, yes, both teams to score. Let's hit it. Everything we did today was great value. Great. Just remarkable value. All right. Let's do it. Let's put all these bets up. Let's run through them. Let's get hyped. Let's get excited for our weekend. Let's get pumped. Let's put all the bets back up on the show that we just broke down, analyzed all the games in the Premier League, did all the games in the Premier League. We analyzed all the games. Let's see. I want this one. This one. This one. I think we got them all right here. Let's run through these suckers. All right. I think we got them all. Whether or not they all sit. Who knows how you do all this stuff. Get them on here. We'll get them on here. We'll move them here shortly. So the first one up here, we'll take this one right here. This one everybody's watching. We're doing Fulham, Manchester City. City to win to 0 at plus 110. We've got over, what is this one? 6.5 shots on target for Bayern at plus 125. We got over 16.5 shots for Bayern at minus 118. We did Dortmund under 14.5 shots at minus 118. And then we've got this one here, our three-legged parlay. We're taking Inter, Juventus, and PSG at plus 163 over a points bet. Then if we come here, we're doing this one. We got the Inter on the handicap, on the Asian handicap at minus 105, or minus 1.5, and that comes in at plus 114. Then we did our Leicester parlay. We did Leicester and Leicester over 1.5, and that came in at minus 114. Then we took Tottenham on the draw no bet at plus 102, draw no bet Tottenham. And then we took Brighton, Southampton over 7.5 shots on target, minus 106. And then we took both teams to score in West Ham versus United. Parlayed that with over 2.5, and that came in at plus 127. Those are our bets this weekend in soccer, the Bundesliga. And that's it. And that is what we want to do now. Yeah, so I want to look. That minus 114, that was the worst. Oh, no, minus 118 was the worst odds. We got fantastic odds, everybody. Fantastic odds. Appreciate everybody coming, hanging out, throwing in your input here on what you guys have for these games. Greatly appreciate it. I'll go ahead and obviously send this out here on Twitter. We'll go ahead and get it out there, but you guys got it. Appreciate it. All the great comments, all of them. Alexander, EL, appreciate it. Daniel, you're on Villa to win. Let's go. It's 0-0, 65th minute. Villa's going to get a goal for you, Daniel. They're going to get a goal. They'll come through, Daniel. Don't worry. Tordor Vorich, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Ryan, everybody coming, hanging out. Enjoy your Friday. Get out of here. It's your weekend. And let's talk about this on Monday. And let's enjoy these winning bets. Have a good one, everybody. Have a good one.